predominantly a working breed. People like me who have a lot of them, we make friends out of all of them. You know, of course, they love us and we love them. But as far as
वेलकम दोस्तों, स्वागत है फिर से मेरे यूट्यूब चैनल तानिको में। दोस्तों आज मैं आप लोग को बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग वीडियो दिखाने वाला हूँ स्कागवे में, यूएसए अलास्का में। दोस्तों ये देख रहा है मेरा पीछे बैकग्राउंड, देखिए कितना खूबसूरत है ना। मैं नेचर की बीच में हूँ, पूरे जंगल के अंदर हूँ। लास्ट टाइम बताया था मैंने, जूनो की वीडियो में बताया था मेरे आपको कि आप लोग को मैं डॉग स्लेडिंग करके दिखाएंगे। आज मैं फाइनली डॉग स्लेडिंग करने को जा रहा हूँ। दोस्तों जो भी पहली बार देख रहा है, पसंद आ रहा है तो वीडियो को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और चलिए वीडियो के अंदर जाते हैं। पूरे नेचर ब्यूटी है, देखिए हमारे स्मॉल ग्रुप है, हम लोग जा रहे हैं और बहुत महंगा टूर है ये। कुत्ते ने हम लोग को खींच के लेके जाएगा। चलिए बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग है, चलिए। कितना खूबसूरत माउंटेन है ना, देखिए देखिए दोस्तों, पहाड़, बर्फ़ की, ये देखिए। सो एडवेंचर करना है तो ऐसे जगह पे एडवेंचर करना चाहिए एक्चुअली, जंगल पे, काफ़ी खूबसूरत जगह है। और यहाँ पे वाटरफॉल पानी भी है शायद। हम लोग जगह पे पहुँच गए अभी। लकड़ी से घर बनाया हुआ है। ये हमारा गाइड है पीछे जो है। सो ये देख रहे हैं फ्रेंड्स, मूसस कैंप। सो यहाँ पे है डॉग का कैंप, छोटे छोटे कुत्ते हैं यहाँ पे। और एक बात बताता हूँ आपको, जो अलास्का का जो ये स्लेड डॉग होता है, ये बहुत पावरफुल होता है और उसको अच्छे से ट्रेन किया जाता है ताकि लोगों को उठा के भाग पाए। तो इसके लिए उसका एक्सपीरियंस लेते हैं। यहाँ पे एक बढ़िया सा वाटरफॉल भी है, पानी जा रहा है यहाँ से, देखिए। ये रोड से ऊपर जाना है भाई, और रोड इतना छोटा है, पहाड़ के ऊपर जाना है, 1000 फीट ऊपर जाना है। और ये कितने कैसे जा रहा है अभी, बहुत खतरनाक रोड है यार, इतना ऊपर है हाइट। देखिए ऐसे जगह पे लेके जा रहा है हम लोग को। ये देखिए कितना हाइट है, देखिए कितना नीचे है। ये देखिए दोस्तों, जंगल के बिल्कुल अंदर है। और दोस्तों ज़िंदगी में आप लोग बैलगाड़ी देखा होगा या तो घोड़े का गाड़ी देखा होगा, लेकिन आज आप लोग को दिखाने वाला हूँ ये तानिको कुत्ते की गाड़ी। यानी कि देखिए दोस्तों, एक बागी में 7 लोग रहते हैं, 7 लोग रहेगा और 7 लोगों को खींच के लेके जाएगा ये कुत्ते लोग। और एक गाड़ी के लिए 16 कुत्ता रेडी है। देखिए कितना बेताब है लेके जाने के लिए। और ये दोस्तों अपने यहाँ का जो इंस्ट्रक्टर रहता है, इंस्ट्रक्टर का कमांड पे चलता है, बारबल कमांड पे चलता है। चलिए आज मेरे साथ साथ आप लोग भी एक्सपीरियंस लीजिएगा कुत्ते की गाड़ी कैसा है।
how's everybody doing today?
Good, great.
Good.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. This is my team of dogs in front of us. They all live with me. Well, most of them were born at my house. I got a couple I adopted as a little bit older. Like the red dog up front, I got him when he was 3. He's now 10. He's done all kinds of adventures with me. We went on a 700-mile expedition one time, all the way across the sea ice up in Nome. It was beautiful. He's quite a dog. Next to him is another gal that went on that 700-mile trip. She was only a year old, and that was in 2020, so she was almost 2. She was a year and a half. And now she just turned 6. Hey, guys, maybe she's getting close to 7, but we won't tell anybody. So they run until they're about 11 or 12, and then they get to retire to the couch. Which is not a bad gig. There's 16 dogs up in front of you. Their poops, as far as how tall the dog is, how much it weighs, what color eyes it has. We can do anything we want. As long as they have a nice thick coat for the cold weather we live in. We race up to 50. They are predominantly a working breed. People like me who have a lot of them, we make friends out of all of them. Of course, they love us and we love them. But as far as just let them run free. They're not the kind you take to the pet shop. It's kind of wild for that. But they do 100 miles a day. They eat raw meat diet, mostly in the winter, of fish, especially salmon. And they like to skin the bones, the guts, everything. So salmon, beef that we get from a packing house that's meant for pets, or sled dogs, I should say. And a lot of raw chicken. They like raw chicken bone and all. Good dog. When we're mushing on the trail in the snow, they follow us, and when we stop and snack our
इतना जर्नी और हम लोग को 4-5 बार घुमाया पूरे राउंड पे। तो ये बिना बर्फ वाला जमीन पे मतलब रास्ते पे हम लोग को भगाया, लेकिन अगर हम लोग को बर्फ में भगाता होता तो अलग होता। तो यहाँ का हर अपना अपना नाम है और ये कुत्ते को संभालने के लिए महीने का खर्चा उठाता है वो लोग। एक कुत्ते को $300 खर्चा कर, इंडिया के हिसाब से 24,000।
went on that 700-mile trip with me. She was my leader for most of the trip. She was young, so I put her up front. Hey! Hey! When I put her up front, she tried to take me out in the ocean. So I'm like, well, that's probably not what I need. I didn't have any floaties on my sled. You guys, I can take really good pictures.
Yeah.
They have Blaze and Smokey, which is just funny that I put Blaze and Smokey together. They're not brothers. But you guys want to pet Blaze? He's super friendly.
Hi, Blaze.
Smokey's getting friendlier every day.
Oh, my goodness.
He's pretty. He's also
ये कुत्ते जो दिख रहे हैं आप लोग, ये एक मामूली कुत्ते नहीं है, साधारण जैसे हमारे गांव में रहता है वैसा नहीं है। ये बहुत एक्सपेंसिव भी है और उसके बाद बहुत स्ट्रांग भी है ये, और उनको ना मेडिकली ट्रीटमेंट अच्छे से करना पड़ता है और वो लोग टेक केयर करता भी है वो लोग बहुत। और दोस्तों ये जो जगह था बहुत ऊंचाई पे है, पहाड़ की बिल्कुल 1000 फीट के ऊपर है, और इसीलिए हम लोग को ट्रांसपोर्टेशन के लिए एक गाड़ी से उठा के लेके जाता है। तो आप लोग को अभी एक बढ़िया सा एक व्यू दिखाएंगे आप लोग को। ये है पिक्चर स्टेशन, ये देखिए आसमान में कितना खूबसूरत है, क्या व्यू है यहाँ पे। देखिए क्या जगह है, माउंटेन के साथ क्या।
Yeah, you can see the cruise ship all the way out. So between us is that central bay that I said we had with the overflow.
ये फॉरेस्ट है यहाँ पे,
But we're on
क्या व्यू है, पानी बिल्कुल नहीं है नदी में ये।
So if you take a look, see there's some pilot.
सो यही था दोनों गाड़ी, हम लोग को नीचे से ऊपर तक लेके जाता है। ये देखिए रोड बहुत ख़राब रोड है। कुत्ते की छोटे छोटे बच्चे को देखने जा रहा हूँ अंदर, और यहाँ पे स्पेशल इंस्ट्रक्टर रहेगा और आप लोग स्टोरी सुनते रहिएगा।
Were you told about the Iditarod, or do you know what it is already?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Longest dog sled, or one of the longest dog sled races in the world. Goblin here has done it 4 times. Checkpoints, and the rest of their dog team will move on without them. A lot of times they'll be picked up a food that you prepared beforehand, and then if you're staying the night here, you'll also be handed a bill of pay for bedding. The dogs obviously sleep outside. If they weren't here, they'd be way too hot. With I guess even these temperatures, these dogs are starting to get hot. That's why you see a lot of them are slacking off, especially our retired dogs over there. They deserve it. They deserve to slack off though, because they've raced their whole lives now. Yeah, but it's a pretty cool little thing. We have obviously all the memorabilia on the side, so if you want to, you can check it out a little more.
दोस्तों कुत्ते का जो गाड़ी चलाता है उनको मुसर्स बोलता है, और मुसर्स का कैम्प है। ये कैंप मतलब वो लोग रेस्ट लेने के लिए बनाया हुआ है। देखिए उनका बिस्तर वगैरह सब कुछ है।
For the whole thing, obviously more once you get everything on it, but it's pretty lightweight, pretty easy to tip. So the mushers had to, I guess, know their dogs and be able to control them pretty good. Yeah, I'll show you guys a couple parts of this first. Talk a little bit about dog study, and then we'll go see some puppies. I'm guessing that's what most of you are here for. So this is our dog sled. Like I said, slightly outdated model. Have you guys surfed or skied before?
No.
Couple. Okay, it's kind of like that and kind of not at all. You're using a lot of your body to actually control the sled. That's paired with verbal commands. You might have heard some of your mushes up there saying stuff like straight ahead or G or ha. or mush or something like that. A lot of mushers do use different commands. We use mostly the basic ones up top, at least from what I've heard from our mushers so far. Right here, 2 tracks. This is where you're standing for most of the journey. You got your drag mat, aka cruise control. You're giving the dogs some resistance, letting them know they don't have to barrel all their energy out of the way right at the beginning. If these dogs are going about 10 miles an hour, they can run all day long. Whereas if you're getting them a bit quicker, they'll get gassed out pretty quick. So you want to watch your team and make sure they are at a good pace so you can keep on the race. Otherwise, they're going to get tired and not want to run that fast. You got your brake here. This obviously will not stop the dogs alone. You need to pair it with a verbal command. We use whoa. So you'd say, whoa, give it a few taps, get them stopped. Once they are stopped, pull out your ice hook here, give it a good kick in. The dogs are really strong though, and if they see a squirrel, a rabbit, they might pull through it. So you gotta be ready to jump back on your sled and control your team if need be. A couple other parts, obviously we have the main carriage compartment. You're gonna have a little bit of storage in here, but this compartment is mainly used if you have a sick or an injured dog. Say you're 20 miles from the next checkpoint and a dog rolls its ankle, you're not gonna wanna keep running that dog. It'll just make the injury worse. So you have to keep a good eye on the dogs, see if any of them need help. And if they do, they're going to be riding in there the rest of the way. It's pretty nice. This is our seats, aka our cooler. If you're a pretty good musher and you're on pretty steady ground, then a lot of your trips should be spent like this. Alex, for one, if you look at that poster over there, it'll say first place on Yukon Quest. He was talking to me about a bit about the race. A good bit of it was done in the dark. But at parts of the trail where it was easy, he would sit back just like this and let his dogs do the heavy lifting. It's pretty fun. Have you guys heard of Balto or Togo before? Goblin would not run 270 miles. In fact, he barely wants to get up now and come over to me, so it's getting kind of old.
Which one's Togo?
What was that, sorry?
Which one's Togo?
I believe it's second to left. Don't quote me on this. It could be, I believe it's this one, but it could be him right there. I will have to get someone to reaffirm that to me. I tried my best.
I don't want.
She doesn't want to run right now.
Huh.
All right, she can do what she wants. Usually she likes to run when I'm not showing her off, which is fun. Come on. Okay, there we go. How about that? There's a little bit. Yeah. Alrighty. Sorry about that. Obviously, they're not going too quick right now. Oh my gosh, don't sit on your brother.
ये व्हील आप लोग को देख के लग रहा होगा कि ये खेलने के लिए, ऐसा नहीं है. ये एक्चुअली ट्रेनिंग पर्पस के लिए बनाया हुआ है. एक लीड पे एक छोटे से रास्ते पे कैसे ग्रुप होके जा सकता है, उसके वजह से ये बनाया है ट्रेनिंग करने के लिए. यहीं से सिखाता है वो लोग को.
But this is also actually a training exercise.
Yeah.
When we get both pups side by side, just like they were a bit ago, it trains them to run in sync with another dog. If they're not used to running with another dog and using teamwork, then when they're by that other dog on the line, it could cause fights. They could be pulling different directions, and it makes it really hard to control your sled. Yeah, so it's pretty fun. I'll bring Humdinger around. He's a little bit lighter. Wake up, Humdinger. Alright. So we actually just got these guys in about half a week ago. So they're pretty new. They're 8 weeks old, and they do not have names yet. But they're headed over to Juneau in about a week, so that's pretty fun. Couple rules. I'm going to hand these guys out. Use 2 hands, hold them close to your chest. They are getting a little bit heavy now, but they're still pretty small. So
He's like, I was nice and cold.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right, champ, don't forget.
Hey, say bye to you.
सो दोस्तों, कैसा लगा आज का ये डॉग स्लेडिंग, अलास्कन हस्की डॉग स्लेडिंग जो ट्रैवलिंग था. एक्सपीरियंस बहुत मज़ा आया क्योंकि ज़िंदगी में पहली बार ऐसा एक्सपीरियंस मिलता है. और तो आपने अलास्कन मूवी टोगो आपने देखा होगा शायद, वही टोगो का स्टोरी है यहाँ पे. सो पसंद आ रहा है तो आप लोग शेयर कीजिए वीडियो को. फिर ऐसे ही एडवेंचर की वीडियो मिलेंगे आप लोग को अलास्कन सीरीज़ में. मैं 4 महीने में बहुत सारी जगह घूमेंगे अलास्का में, और होप आप लोग को पसंद आएगा. सो मिलते हैं अगले वीडियो में. चलो, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर वॉचिंग माय वीडियो. बाय बाय, चाओ फॉर नाउ. जय हिंद, जय भारत. मिसिंग रंगम, इरोई.